Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Myself Ananda, and today we are going to explore how we can debug a Mule application in Anypoint Code Builder. So before proceeding further, if you have not watched my earlier video, this is my request. Please pause here and go back and check the earlier video, especially the last video I have uploaded, because this is continuation of other videos which I have already created on the same topic. Also, before proceeding further, it's my request to you all, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so that you can get notification whenever I will be uploading a new video. So let's now explore how we can debug a Mule application in Anypoint Code Builder. Okay, so now I logged into my Anypoint Code Builder. So basically I logged into my Anypoint platform trial account, and from there I just click on this code builder and then I launch the web ID. So now I am on the ID, and as I show in the last video, we have created a very simple hello world kind of application. Now in this video, we are going to explore how we are going to debug it. So let's start first. For debugging, as we all know, one of the most used MuleSoft component is logger. So we can put a logger component and we can check that how the, we can pass some message, we can print the payload and see that how it's behaving. So let's first start with adding a logger component in our existing flow. So for that, I will type logger and it will automatically just implement. Let me type logger. Yeah, it will come up. And now let's give a name as check payload or something like this, because I'm going to print the payload. And then I will add a message. So I will add a message here and I will put new 0. Then output. Payload. Yeah, that's it. So I have added this. We check the syntax showing some error. Yeah. So my bad, I put a wrong syntax. So this is the correct syntax. So %dw2.0 put application /JSON payload. Yeah, I think now it's correct. So once I add this payload, let me check that whether, let me compile this and see that whether the all syntaxes are correct or not. So let me do one thing. Let me go here in the navigation bar and then run it in a start debugging. So this time I'm not going to debug. I just want to see that everything is working fine or not, because I manually add the logger component. So syntactically the code is okay or not. That's what I'm trying to check. So I think it's got build and compiled properly. Okay. It's getting deployed. So I'm just waiting it to get it deployed and available on port 8081. Okay, it's got deployed. I will click open in a browser and then I will put hello I will append the endpoint, and now I can get an output. And if I see in the console, so my logger component is working as per my expectation. So let's now stop this and let's see if I have to debug, if I have to add some debugging, if I have to add some breakpoint in my code, how to do that and how I can do a debugging, right? Like we do in our Anypoint Code ID. So for that, here is run and debug option. I can click on there and it will show me variables, watch, call stack, and breakpoint. So all these options are available here. So now I can go and add a breakpoint in the logger option. So what I can do, I can select this line. Yeah, and I can press a F9 from my machine, from my keyboard, and I can get a breakpoint, or I just simply can click on that and it will add a breakpoint. So if I click it again, then the breakpoint will be removed. So for the time being, I just press F9 and adding a breakpoint on the logger part. And let me add another breakpoint here. Just clicking on this transform message so that I'm putting another breakpoint over here. So these are the two breakpoint I have added. And now on this breakpoint, this code will get up paused unless I step over, and it will show me all the details like it does in the Anypoint, in our Anypoint ID. So let's run this particular application in debug mode again. So it's, yeah, clicking on this icon and it start running. So I just click on this green tiny triangle. Removing and launch the application once again, fresh. Okay, so it's on. I'm waiting for when it's available on 8081 port, and I will open it in the browser. So it's still going on. And meanwhile, if you check in the breakpoint section, since I have added two breakpoint, I can see this breakpoint over here. So these two breakpoints are appearing here. So I can edit and I can remove from this particular nodes. Now let me open it in browser. And now if I put the endpoint, I will not get the output immediately. Instead, my code is, my execution is halted on the first break. And I can see all the detail. What is the variable values? Like we used to do, then you will message, and if you can go to the payload, then what is the payload values? So we used to get in the debug mode in our Anypoint ID. So now I can, so here you can see the step over button. So if I click on this, next it will go to the next breakpoint. So code execution move to next breakpoint. And now if I see the variable and mule messages, I think payload will show the value. This hello world is coming. And if I click on next, then it will execute and it will show in the console that hello world got printed. So if I go now, I can see this hello world is now appearing on my console. That means I got the output. So this is how we can debug the Debug Mule application. Now, if you want, you can have you can add a watch for a specific application expression, and you can watch that expression in every breakpoint. So let us explore how to add watch. So for adding a watch point, I need to click on under watch. I need to click on this plus button, which is add expression. And I can add an expression like this. I can add any expression which I want to watch. And then it will be added. So let's run this application once again and see how it behaves. So if I just refresh it, it will start getting executed once again. Yes, again my execution stop over here because of the breakpoint. And now if I go to watch, I can see that it is showing media type, the application, sorry, the media type expression is coming as start.star. Now if I step over, it will convert to application slash JSON. Yes, it is becoming application slash JSON because in transformation, I set the output as application slash JSON, and then I can continue execution. And finally, my execution got completed. If I come here, I got my output, and I got my output. I mean, the log has already shown the output on console. So this way, I can do my debugging. Hope this show at least gives some idea on how we can do a debug session. I can run a debug session on Anypoint Code Builder. And once this is done, you can click here and you can stop the debug session. So now I'm stopping the debug session, so my session get closed. So you can see here is one, means one active session is there. And now since I send stop, I mean I stop the debug session, so it is getting stopped. So once the session got stopped, that active session, you cannot see any more active session. So this one means I have already opened one active session. So that's it. I mean, that's how you can debug your MuleSoft application. Yes, now see it's disappeared. So you can debug your MuleSoft application on Anypoint Code Builder. Hope this helps. If you like the video, please do like, comment, and share. And also click on the bell icon. Thanks for all your support and thanks for being with me. Very soon I will come up with another video on how to deploy the MuleSoft application on Cloud Hub. Till then, bye bye.